October is here, so today I'm going to share our household monthly budget with you for August 2022. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer, a financial coach with videos here on my channel every week about budgeting and money saving tips for you and your family. I like using a zero-based budget. This basically means all the money going out is equal to all the money coming in. So I am planning and telling my money where to go at the beginning of the month. And then at the end of the month, I do a follow-up budget report showing you exactly how we did. I use a simple spreadsheet for this. If you want to snag mine, you can grab it for a couple dollars in my shop. There's a link down below. Otherwise, all you really need to know is that we are a family of 7. We've got 5 kids and we live in northern Utah, just to give you a frame of reference for our numbers. Starting with income, my husband is a teacher, so he is salary. He gets paid the same every month. He did just get a raise, which is pretty awesome. So we're making a little bit more every month. LLC, this is my business, so everything I make from financial coaching, from my YouTube channel, from sales in my Etsy shop, not very much, but I'm not expecting a whole lot. Whatever we do make, we put extra towards our mortgage. I'm just anticipating 100. Hopefully it'll be more than that. Side jobs, my husband doesn't really, we have so many jobs at our house that he doesn't really do side jobs very often. I probably should include interest here because we have lots of money in online accounts, and now the interest rates are going up. We're actually earning interest, and that technically is income. I don't plan for it. When we do earn anything, I just put it back into our savings account. So I'm just going to leave it at 0 for now, and then when we do earn it at the end of the month, I will account for it here. Tithing, we donate 10% of our gross income. So I am anticipating this will be around $800. This also includes a little bit of humanitarian aid. We pay every month, all in one lump sum. So I just count it for tithing. Mortgage, $1,300. Our actual bill is like 12 something, but we automatically pay $1,300 every month. It's knocking off a year or two of our mortgage. Electricity, $15 a month. Natural gas, 86. We are on average payments. So our city here, what they do is they look at the past 12 months, then they make an average. And so for the next 12 months, I pay that average. And then at the end of the 12 months, they readjust, and then we'll pay the same amount for the next 12 months. So it recently went up, so we pay 86 a month now. Water and sewer, if you look at our video from last month, or for our budget report, we went way over for the month of September. Because water is expensive. They've raised rates here because it's a drought. We're in a drought and there are a lot of new houses going in. We don't have a lot of water. So they've raised the rates to encourage people to water less. So we went way over last month, but our sprinklers are now turned off. Like 90% of our water usage comes from our yard. So we've actually turned off our sprinklers now that the weather's getting cool. We're still watering some of our plants and fruit trees and all that, but I'm expecting it to go down for October. So I'm saying 150. Life insurance, 75. This has actually gone up. This is term life insurance for both my husband and I. Now that my husband is earning more money at his job, we have decided to renew our policies and to increase his life insurance. My insurance actually went down a little bit for the same amount. His is going to go up, and they gave me the quotes, but we haven't actually got it reinstated, or we haven't actually started paying for it yet. So I can't remember the exact number, but I'm guessing around $75 for both of us. Car insurance, $90 a month. We have USAA, and they let us pay monthly as opposed to every 6 months, and they don't add any fees for that. So I like to do it monthly. Phone bill, $30 a month. We are on a plan with a family member, and so she just charges us the extra $30 it costs to add our lines. Internet is fixed, $58 a month. Gas for our vehicles, $250. We've been sticking pretty close to this. We don't have any trips planned for October, so I'm just going to stick with it as $250. Piano is fixed. We have 3 kids doing piano, and it's an aunt that teaches our children. So she gives us a discounted rate. So we pay $150 for all 3 kids. Karate. This is new to our monthly budget. We had a daughter that wanted to try karate, but she likes to try things and then doesn't always stick with them. So I had not included it in our monthly budget. I was just pulling it out of a savings account, but she likes it. She's doing it every month. So I finally decided to add it to our monthly budget. And then preschool. Our youngest is in preschool. Yay! It's amazing. That's when I do my coaching as well. He's at preschool. And it is $100 a month. So total fixed expenses, $3,134. Now let's move on to the variable expenses. I like to keep these separate because fixed expenses, we don't have a whole lot of control over, and we have to pay them or they'll shut off our electricity or whatever. Variable expenses, we have a lot more control over. We can control whether we eat out or make our food or buy new clothes. They're like kind of like the fun bills that I have a lot more control over. So I like to keep them separate. You don't have to. If you wanted to combine them, you could just delete this section right here and combine them. But I like to keep them separate. So groceries, I'm planning on $600 for the month. I like to keep it, I recommend $100 per person per month. So if you have, we have 7 people in our family, so that'd be $700 for the month. But I have tried to keep it under $600, and we'll see how that goes. Eating out, $25. This is like my husband and I going out to eat once, or us getting pepperoni, or not pepperoni, Little Caesars pizza with our kids. Clothes, $75. We have Halloween, so I'm sure we will spend a little bit on costumes. So I increased that a little bit more than normal this month. Kids money, $50. Our kids have chore charts, they have jobs, and we do pay them, but then we expect them to pay for a lot of stuff on their own. Our oldest daughter pays for her own clothes. And then the rest of the kids pay for any fun stuff they do. Like if they go to birthday parties, they pay for gifts. Or if we go to the store and they want something, they buy it. So we pay them it ends up being roughly $50 a month if they do all their jobs. Gifts, we don't have any birthdays, we don't have any weddings, nothing coming up that I'm aware of, so I'm not including anything for gifts. Fun money, this is $25 for my husband, $25 for me to spend however we want, do whatever we want with it, and that adds up being $50 a month. Babysitter, this is our oldest 2 will babysit our kids. We'll pay them a couple times a month, and we don't pay them anywhere near what we would pay a real babysitter, but we do pay them some. And we just try once or twice a month usually. So our total variable expenses is $825. And if you have watched my channel before, you know that I like to divide it by weeks, because if I get $825 on October 1st, there is no way it's going to last through the entire month. And so once I've blown through that money, I'm going to say, who cares about my budget, and just keep spending. So I like to divide it into weeks. So if there are 4 weeks, that means I'll get $206 per week. And then I use an envelope to track it. This, you can see by the end of the month, this is my envelope from September. It's pretty trashed, but it helps me to keep track. It works really well for me. You don't have to do that, but it's something that I like to do. Now moving on, debt. The only debt we have is our house, so I'm not including that here. Emergency fund, we have a 6-month emergency fund, so I'm not adding anything to it. House maintenance, this is just for everyday wear and tear stuff on our house that comes up. It's a big house, so there's always something coming up. Flooring, we replaced our top floor of flooring already. Now we need to replace the carpet, but we've decided to hold off and wait a year or 2 because it's kind of nice having stuff that we don't care if our kids ruin. So we're not adding anything to that right now. Vacation, we are done vacationing for the year and we have money in our account. We will have to start adding to it sometime in the near future, but for now, we got a good chunk of change in there. House updates, whenever I have extra money, we put money into our house updates because there's always stuff we want to do, right? I want to redo our master bathroom, but that's going to be a long ways away. But right now we're working on adding a garage, and that's going to cost a lot of money. So anytime we get extra money, we try to put it into that account. Car expenses, this is just for everyday wear and tear on our cars, oil changes, for car registration when it comes up, and basic minor maintenance on the car. I put money in every month, and then when we need it, we have it there in the account. Christmas, just $25 a month. We usually use this money as well as the cashback on our credit card to pay for Christmas. Kids extracurricular, I bumped this up because our account was getting really, really low for our kids. I use money out of there for their back to school clothes, and so it's really low. Bike maintenance, my husband bikes to and from work every day, and he has not your normal electric bike. He has a mountain bike with a motor on it, so it costs a little bit more than just a regular traditional bike. Extra mortgage payment, like I said, our income from my business, we plan on just putting towards our mortgage. Where's our mortgage? Right here. But our bank, we don't get charged a fee when we pay monthly, but if we make any extra payments online, we get charged. It's like $7 or $8. That's a lot to pay every month. So I put it in an account, and then every couple of months I make a payment. Taxes for my business, 15% of whatever I make, I put into an account. I probably should account 15% of 100 is 15. So I should plan on $15 going in there. Then Roth IRA, my husband's retirement is taken out of his paycheck, but this Roth IRA is for me, for my retirement. So it's after taxes, after we get paid. And so we put 350 away for me. Mutual funds, this is money we're putting away to use as an investment in 5-10 years. Our total money spent on savings is 1,015. All of our money out is just under 5,000. Now the goal is to get this number to be 0 because I want all of our money out to equal all of the money coming in, because I'm planning and giving every dollar a name. So I've got 90 extra dollars. So what I said is normally I like to put that towards house updates, but I'm thinking the $600 for groceries, I'd like to increase that. So I'm thinking I'll do $650 for our groceries, and that leaves me with $40. So I will put that towards house updates. So I'll put that at $140. And so now we have an extra 26 cents. This is our budget for October 2022. If you want to check out our budget report, make sure you're subscribed. At the end of the month, I will do a report with actual numbers on how we did for the budget. I've got a playlist of all those budget and budget reports up there. Otherwise, stay tuned. Next week, I'll share our updated net worth with you. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.